So the next question is, how does the horse learn to understand aids? Well, essentially, the aids are taught through the removal of pressure. For example, say the horse feels the pressure on his side from your right leg. As soon as the horse steps away from this discomfort of the pressure and he moves to the left, the pressure is then removed. You take the leg off. So the horse eventually learns what that particular aid means. Now, right at the beginning of training, the pressure will be removed as soon as the horse makes the slightest effort in the correct direction. For example, say that you are doing a leg yield. Your horse isn't going to give you a perfect sweeping leg yield with a nice steep angle across the arena, crossing his legs the first time you ask him to do it. However, if you put your leg on and he makes a small effort in the sideways direction, you would then remove the aid and reward the horse, and he would learn what that aid means. And then eventually, as you build it up and progress, you will then only begin to reward him and remove the pressure for perfect responses to the aids. And that is how the horse learns what each of the aids mean. Now, the most important part of that concept is the removal of the aid. And I want to show you why in this slide. So there's a bit of a conversation going on between a teacher and a student. So just follow along with me. So the teacher asks, "What day is it?" The student responds, "Tuesday." The teacher asks again in the same way, "What day is it?" The student now goes, "Tuesday." The teacher asks again in the exact same way, "What day is it?" Is it Wednesday? The teacher asks again, "What day is it?" The student now, "Okay, Monday, but I really thought it was Tuesday." Teacher again, "What day is it?" The student now, "I do not know." Now, because there was no reward and because the teacher kept asking the same question in the same way, the student began to doubt that they'd given the correct answer. And this is what happens when you apply the aids. The horse gives you the correct response, but then you keep the aid on. The horse doesn't know that he has responded correctly. Now, in this scenario, if the teacher kept asking what day it is, you can imagine the student either getting very frustrated and throwing a hissy fit, and this is the type of response you'd get from a hot-blooded and highly strung horse, or eventually the student would just ignore the teacher and stop responding, which is the response you'd get from a more laid-back type horse. And this is how you also make the horse dead to the aids. They will eventually stop responding. So it's so important that when you are applying the aids, you first have the stimulus, which is the actual application of the aid. You then allow the horse to respond. And if the horse responds correctly, you then reward the horse with the removal of the aid. The removal of the aid is more important than the application of the aid, because it's the removal of it that tells the horse that he got the question right.